Mind says, no more messing around. Meaning, be straight with the audience. Tell them as it is. And now I'm not going to bore you with a personal story, or I'm not going to tell you what truth is. I'm simply going to offer you the certain options that you have while you are visiting this planet in this body. Because that what drives the options is untouched. So whatever drives you is untouched. Whatever drives the universe is untouched. Whatever is creating all this is untouched. Whatever holds all of this together is untouched. Whatever creates all the problems, the anarchy, the states of anger is untouched. All of these things arise from that what is untouched. So whatever you do, whatever option you choose in your body, primarily you're untouched. So there's nothing that can harm you. Nothing can harm you. Your body is a vessel. Your body is temporary. Your body appears to be time-based. The ideas and the concepts that you have are time-based. So accept the options. The options are that you can continue as a human mind in a body only, and dig your way through life. Try and find resolutions, outcomes, achievements, aims, objectives. Try and be good. Try and be that perfect citizen, that perfect father, that perfect mother, that perfect human. And hope for the best. The other option is you can just rape this world till you're finished raping it. World meaning Earth. You cannot rape your world. Your world has already been raped when you develop an ego mind, a conditioned mind, a mind that thinks it is separate. You've already been raped enough. You see? You cannot rape yourself anymore. That's a choice you took and you're still taking. I could give you many more options, but there's one option that I think is the most plausible, the most simplest. That option is to give up and surrender and inquire. And what this inquiry will lead to, it will lead to some enlightened state. And at the end of this state, all your options are gone. No more choices to make. No more, I'm going to live my life like this, that, or the other. Because you've gone. Enlightenment is the destruction of the seeking, searching mind. You don't have to look for God anymore. You don't have to look for spirituality. You don't have to look for angels. You don't have to look for emptiness, peace, liberation. You don't have to look for that new car. that physical world. You don't have to look for a new job. You don't have to look for anything. Because it's worthless. Not what you find, not what is given to you, not what is revealed, not the objective physical forms or the joy and the bliss that you find, but the knowledge that seeking will take you nowhere other than back to yourself. And that new self, that reborn self, will have no interest. Meaning, it will still laugh, it will still enjoy, it will still participate, it will still work, it will still love, it will incredibly be free. But it will have no interest in trying and creating and proving and justifying and judging and analyzing, attaching, associating, identifying with. Because these are all gone. These were concepts. These were ideas from a mind. And this mind still operates. And each one has the choice to choose whichever mind suits them. I want to be the fake mind. I want to just live and do whatever everybody else does. I just want to follow suit. I want to be that puppet. Or I want to be the murderer, the rapist. I want to just get everything from the world that I really need. I want to chop down all the forests. I want to get the trees. I want to build houses. I want to be famous. I want to be an emperor. I want to be a king. I want to be a saint. I want to be remembered. Or I just want to live in a little shack on a hill and not participate with human life and just plod along and see how well I can do and how long I can survive. Or that I can give up and depart and just let life make the decision for me. Life not meaning other beings, other minds, other humans, aliens, reptiles. Life meaning consciousness. Enlightenment brings you to one thing. Only consciousness exists as I. The witness of I and consciousness is that what is beyond. That's your true position. Beyond consciousness, participating as consciousness in the tower of I with an apparent ribbon that takes you down to a planet, cuts you off, and leaves you floundering, leaves you stranded. The purpose of enlightenment is to understand that you were lost and you're not found after enlightenment. You've been tagged. You're on track and trace. You've crossed that ego samsara life and you're just waiting for the boat home, for the ribbon to come back down so you can grab onto it. Take me home. Life's journey when you reach enlightenment. No more appearing here as human after the body goes. No more need. You've seeked the hell out of life. You've sucked the hell out of life. And then you realized that life was always going to give you what you needed. Always going to give you what was essential. Always was going to give you that perfect, paradisial life. But you chose ego. You chose to be the controller, the driver. You chose to make something different out of a life that was going to be so sweet. You realize self-realization, enlightenment. When God speaks, he points at you and doesn't say, well done, you're a saint. Now see how foolish you are. Foolish you were to not follow your genuine, original self. Follow the ribbon. Stay connected to the maple. Let the surgeons cut your umbilical cord from the external root, but remain attentive on that internal invisible cord, because without it, when it becomes disconnected, when you cut yourself off from spirit, from soul, from the life of Vishnu, Brahman, absolute consciousness, God, you're going to spend a hell of a long time trying to reconnect. And all these other choices of life are ways of trying to reconnect, ways of trying to justify and prove why I should be reconnected. I want to be a good citizen. I want to do all the good things, and hopefully God will throw me the ribbon down. I want to follow everyone else that appears to be good. I want to follow a particular path. I want to follow a particular practice. I want to follow a particular religion. But those that say, I want to just rape the world, you'll be back again. And to be raped, it's not a punishment. You'll see it as a reward. Oh, I get back again to rape the world. The next time won't be so joyful. Reincarnation, regression, all that stuff. There's nothing happening in time. You see, everything is happening simultaneously as one big bang, one big heartbeat, one big pulse. It's just we need a body, a very simple, basic body to experience that rippling home, that consciousness, as it gets itself together, shakes itself down, which takes billions of light years to take all of us home. I is home. This is not I. I is home. Home. It's a shortened version. OM. Some call it AUM. OM. One moment. One moment. Timeless. Here. Gone. Here. Gone. In breath, out breath. Every moment, every breath you're dying and being reborn. No one thinks about these things. Only those who have crossed that line, and God just pushes you back. Get on with it. Time up.